A documentary on F.W. Taylor. F.W. Taylor, the father of scientific management and the evolution of management theory. Here is a picture of F.W. Taylor. The biography. Frederick Wilson Taylor was born on 20th March 1865 into a upper-class liberal Philadelphian family. His father was a lawyer and his mother a feminist. Both believed in high thinking and plain living. Taylor was always counting the measuring things to figure a better way of doing something. Taylor earned an engineering degree at Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey. Here we have attached the picture of Phillips Exeter Academy where Taylor led his class scholastically and the Harvard University. Taylor was mechanic engineer and management consultant. Factories were springing up everywhere and standardized way did not yet exist to manage the target groups of people and handle the increasingly complex work. Taylor wanted to make organization more standardized, efficient and productive by studying their work process closely. In 1998 to 1901 at Bethlehem Steel, he described how he motivated the scheme to increase his workload from carrying 12 tons of pig iron per day to 47 tons. He had done so by promising the schemate a higher rate of pay for a level of output determined by management. Later, Taylor was awarded an honorary degree of Doctor of Science. Here is the picture of Bethlehem Steel Company. F.W. Taylor has given the theory of scientific management in which it means applying science to work is equal to studying tasks carefully and systematically at micro level to speed up the work is also known as Taylorism. It was published Principles of Scientific Management, which was published in 1911. Principle is replacing rule of thumb with science and obtain harmony on group action rather than disorder on group action. Prior to scientific management, work was performed by skilled craftsmen who had learned their jobs in lengthy apprenticeship. Scientific management took away much of this autonomy and converted skill craft into a series of simplified jobs.
Division of labor. In this, he divided one work to different person into small and simple steps, which is meant by division of labor. He wanted to determine the best way a standard to do every part of every task to boost productivity. In this, manager would design work process and enforce the how to the work was performed.
हे बघा असं
Motion study. In this, he stated that motion study increases the efficiency and productivity of workers by cutting down all wasteful motions.
साक्षी
Time study. In this, average workers are selected and assigned to the job, and then, with the help of stopwatch, time is ascertained for performing that particular job. On the basis of time and motion study, he performed three experiments. This is the pig iron experiment, In this, workers should be selected according to how they are sorted for particular job. This is shoveling experience.
Standardization. Standardization means of achieving economics of product. Techniques have been developed to create cordial relation between management and also to create better understanding on parts of works. Differential piece wage plan. This system is a source of incentive to workers who importing their efficiency in order to get more wages. It also encourages insufficient workers to improve their performance and achieve their standards. Effects of scientific management technique on today's human resource management. Taylor's personal selection philosophies are acceptable in today's management science. Previously, it was assumed that anybody can do anything, but scientific management highlights importance of recruiting the right personnel and training of them. These are the Taylor's scientific management consisted of four principles. He suggested methods based on a scientific study of the task, scientifically select, train, and develop each employee rather than passively leaving them to train themselves, provide detailed instruction and supervision of each worker in the performance of that worker's discrete task, divide work nearly equally between managers and workers so that the managers apply scientific management principles to planning the work and workers actually perform the task. These are the advantages of scientific management like higher productivity, lower cost of production, better utilization of resources, improved quality of work, improvement in working conditions, higher earnings, better skills through training, clear tasks and goals, stress reduction. Taylor's contribution to organizational theory. While scientific management principles improved productivity and had substantial impact on industry, they also increased the monotony of work. Anyway, Taylor's impact was so great because he developed a concept of work design, work measurement, production, control, and other function. Here are such basic ideas used in modern management like the systematic use of incentive workers, separation of planning and reflection on the work itself. Taylor's relation with American Society of Mechanical Engineers, his own written work were designed for presentation to the ASME. Here is Taylor's influence on such countries. In USA, Harvard University, one of the first American university to offer graduate degree in business management, in 1908 based its first year curriculum on Taylor's scientific management. In Switzerland, the American Edward Albert Fellin established the International Management Institutes of spread information about management techniques. USSR means Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. In Soviet Union, Vladimir Lenin was very impressed by Taylorism. Here is the evolution of management theory, how it been scientific management theory to organizational theory. So the conclusion is Taylor has substantially contributed to today's human resource management. Taylor was effective in development of long-term employment by suggesting recruiting personnel by means of. Although he has been
criticized for putting the human factor into the background. Taylor was